what you're about to watch is what happens when all the members of Multiethnicletsplays Let's Plays get together and decide to read a fan fiction. This fan fiction is about Hitler, Goku, and Anne Frank, I think. So what you're going to do is you want to open another tab, close this one, and just listen to us talk.
Frank from the Nazis.
Why? Okay, I want to read this one out.
Me too.
Okay, I need PJ.
And apparently, at the end of it, Goku fights Hitler.
I'll take the first paragraph. Anne sighed as she sat in her room, staring at her wall. She had just finished writing in her diary and she had nothing to do. Life was boring in the secret annex, but it was better than the alternative. It was all right talking to Peter and Margaret, but they were both such quiet people, unlike the always active Anne. All of a sudden, a flash of light
Hang on, I'll be right back.
appeared in the room. Anne jumped back, stifling a scream. Before she could run out the closed door, she noticed that the person who appeared in the flash was not a Nazi officer, but someone who she had never seen before. TJ, take it away.
His clothes were very strange, and his hair was in a spiky style that was totally new to her. She stood against the wall, wary of the stranger, and he moved towards her and smiled.
Yeah, hello.
Extending a hand, "My name is Goku." The mysterious stranger said, "Oh yeah," and nervously put her hand in his. He bent down and kissed it softly, then let go. Anne blushed, feeling something she had never felt before go off inside of her. "My name is Anne," she replied quietly. "I'm sorry for what had just happened," Goku told her. "But I was called to the time portal and deposited here. My power cells will recharge soon, but until then, I'm stuck here."
Can I just interrupt you quickly? Dominic just pointed out the fact that Goku is a Super Saiyan. A blonde hair, blue eyes Super Saiyan. I think the Nazi.
Wow. Just wow. It's so terrible.
I just want to skip to the fight with Hitler.
Anne blushed again as she said this, and giggled slightly. Goku looked around and then sat on the bed. "Thank you for the invitation. I'll be sure to repay you for it soon." Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anne did not understand what he meant by that. However, when he spoke, she felt a warmth deep inside her. She sat by him on the bed, staring at the man's beautiful eyes. Blue eyes. Finally, she could stand it no longer. Anne leaned over and kissed the stranger on the cheek, then pulled back quickly, not sure what she had done. TJ?
I'm sorry," he said, as she stumbled to find the right words. It was just about, "No, that's quite all right," he replied with a smile, putting one arm around her. "You know, you're a very beautiful girl, but well..." Anne looked at him, troubled. "What's the matter?" she said, with a sweet smile. Goku looked nervous. I'm already married," he finally broke out. Anne pulled away from him abruptly. "No," she said loudly, almost in tears. "I'm sorry," he replied. Anne was furious. "James?"
"Nothing ever goes right," she cried. "First the Nazis, now Hitler." "And that's have to go now. My power cells have recharged."
I have to go now, my plan needs me.
Anne was in tears by now, staring at the wall so hard she wouldn't see Goku's face. He smiled a sad smile. And this is in another flash out of Anne's life forever. Anne never forgot him, no. Not until the end of time.
Take me to go to page 2!
Jesus Christ.
This is loving the fight with Hitler. I'm reading it all. Screw you guys. I want to read the fight with Hitler. 1 month. Well, it didn't feel like a month. To Anne Frank, a Jew hiding from the Nazis. It seemed like a year. 1 month since that fateful encounter with the mysterious man from another world, who she only knew as Goku.
Actually, Ashwin can read the next paragraph.
I have
Handsome
no idea
stranger
what
stepped
reading.
through time into her life, then disappeared without a trace. Anne was almost sure they'd never meet again, even though not one day passed without her dreaming of him. Little did she know, however, that their lives were tied up by an unbreakable red string of fate. What?
Okay.
Ashwin,
I have no idea where we are. You guys carry on.
you can still
I'll
hit the fight, by the way.
I can't.
Actually,
I
no,
can't.
someone else do it, because I want to read the hit the fight.
It was another boring day in the secret annex. Anne sat in the bed in her room, writing her diary. It never occurred to her, however, that the entry would be her last. As she wrote in this quiet attic, there was a loud noise from downstairs. Her heart jumped with both fear and excitement. Was it them? The Nazis? She had no idea whether to run downstairs or to hide. That decision, however, was made for her. A door flew open and a tall soldier was visible in the doorway, glaring at her. The cries of her family members and friends were turned out as Anne only thought of one thing. She stood up and followed the soldier out of the room, down the stairs, and to the back of a truck. So this is it, she said quietly to herself. I'll never see him again. One true love, ever again. And all these years of hiding, his power is over 9,000. And they were for naught. Then Anne realised she'd been left her precious diary up in her room. She broke loose from the officer and made a dash back to the shop, where he removed a gun from his holster and fired a shot in her direction. Anne fell to the floor.
Here?
Hold on.
I'll do it. I'll do the rest of it, because it's got the Nazi fight from here on out.
Okay, go on.
Anne lay on the floor, feeling searing pain run through her leg, where the bullet had met its mark. The Gestapo officer menacingly moved towards her, grinning. And all of a sudden there was a blinding flash of light, causing the officer to shield his eyes. A huge cloud of smoke appeared next to Anne, blocking her from the soldier's vision. When the smoke cleared, he was in for quite a surprise. There was Goku, holding Anne in his arms, standing next to a huge metal capsule. "Goku," cried Anne, "you came back. For me." Goku smiled. "Anything for you, my dear."
my dear.
He said, "Our love will never be lost, not until the end of time." The Gestapo officer turned
Married.
but Goku was too quick.
Did he get an annulment or something?
I don't know. He dashed towards the Nazi and knocked him to the ground unconscious with only one blow. "Nazi scum," muttered Goku as he spit on his enemy body. Then returned to Anne. "Here, I have something for you," Goku said as he removed a small beam from his pocket. "What on earth is this?" asked Anne. Goku smiled, remembering how ignorant she was to what everyday life was to him. "A senzu bean," he said. "Just eat it and it'll cure your leg." Anne followed his instructions and popped the bean in her mouth, as the wound on her calf magically healed. "Oh, come on," commanded Goku. "We've got some Nazi ass to kick." Anne jumped on the mysterious Saiyan's back as he launched off into the sky. After only a few moments, the two of them arrived in Berlin. Tanks were parading down the street as Adolf Hitler himself stood on the platform looking all. "Stay here," Goku said, dropping Anne in the shaded area under a tree in the middle of Nazi Berlin. "Jew." "Yeah, that's safe." He then flew straight. "Don't worry, the shade will protect you." He then flew straight towards the parade of tanks, fist outstretched, screaming as loud as he could. The soldiers flew out scattered in terror, while the tanks tried to aim their cannons at him. He was too quick and nimble for them, however, and opened the hatch of a nearby Panzer, then headed inside. He's like Captain America. After dispatching of soldiers in control of the war machine, he took the wheel. He fired round to the crowd of Nazi soldiers. Goku inside firing at Nazis, occasionally firing at other tanks. After only minutes, there was nothing but a cloud of dust and corpses. Goku emerged from the tank's hatch, smiling now that he'd done his duty. When all the dust cleared, there was only two people remaining on the parade ground. Goku, the Saiyan hero, and Adolf Hitler, the most evil man to ever walk the earth.
Da, da, da.
Anne watched from nearby. Fearfully, she saw the two men stare at each other for what seemed like hours. She got a really weird sense
But
of
because
time.
it's due in Nazi Germany, it was actually just seconds.
Her one true love and her ultimate oppressor. It had come down to this. "So," Hitler said to jovially, You took out all of my men. However, you aren't going to defeat me.
Can I,
Hitler
can I,
jumped down.
can I please, can I please be Hitler? Can I please be Hitler?
You can be Hitler. Would you like to redo that line?
Nah, it's fine. I'll take it.
There's not that much left. Okay. Hitler then jumped down from his platform and down onto the street in front of Goku, pulling a chain gun from the ground nearby. What? He quickly jumped behind a ruined tank as Adolf opened fire. The tank made decent cover, but it wasn't long until it was torn apart by a hail of bullets. Goku had to act. He dashed down from the tank. He's bulletproof! As fast as he flew as fast as he could towards Hitler, but yet who had no time to react. He grabbed the chain gun out of his enemy's hands and snapped over his knee with ease. Hitler stumbled backwards, shocked at the turn of events. Goku smirked. It's come down to this. You and me, fighting like men. If you admit defeat now, I'll kill you rather painlessly. Goku had the definite advantage, or so it seemed. Hitler burst into a laugh.
Yeah.
As Goku looked up quizzically. The mustachioed man slowly rose into the air as his brown hair, oh my god, and pencil moustache turned into a blonde colour. As he turned blue, Goku reeled in horror. Hitler continued laughing and then finally said,
Goku, you come here expecting to find a madman, but instead you find a god!
That's M. Bison from Street Fighter.
Shut up!
That's the quote I mean. Hitler had become a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I will defeat you because I am a Super Saiyan.
Anne looked on in awe, not sure what was going on. At first it seemed like her lover would win this battle, but now she was not so sure. Goku now seemed scared of his opponent, and it was for a good reason. Hitler continued to speak.
Goku, can't you see? I'm speaking like a hitman. Yeah, I've reached a power level 10 times every you level achieved. Your fight is still weakling. Yeah.
Even though the battle seemed unwinnable, Goku charged in, screaming at the top of his lungs. Every blow he struck deflected off Hitler's rock-hard body. Hitler waited for Goku to tire himself out, and then raised his fist and punched Goku. And one punch was enough. Goku was knocked across the street into a large propaganda poster of Hitler, falling to the cold, hard ground. Hitler laughed, thinking victory was in his hands. Goku, however, was not ready to give up. Bruised and battered, he rose from the ground, limping in Hitler's direction. The Nazi leader laughed.
Yeah, you still want to fight? Don't you know when to give up, boy? You can hardly walk. And expect to beat me, conqueror of Europe?
Goku ignored Adolf's taunts. He continued to stumble his way forward. Finally, the two arch rivals,
For about 5 minutes.
were standing face to face. Goku stared Hitler in the eye and then screamed, "This is for love," and flew up into the sky. His hair turning blonde, his eyes blue, and an aura of power radiating from him. Hitler looked on in horror at Goku. He had made the ultimate achievement. He had become super ultra power Saiyan. Super ultra happy fun time power Saiyan.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Wait.
Goku made a cup shape with his hands, aiming at Hitler, and he belted out the words Kamehameha. As a beam of pure energy shot at his hand.
That's a really pathetic
I
Kamehameha.
don't care. He's fighting Hitler. I don't care. Disintegrating the Nazi leader's body. Goku then collapsed to the ground in a heap, exhausted from the fight. 2 years later, Anne and Goku had finally reached the day of their wedding. What?
Hang on, isn't Goku by this time like aged like 4,000 or something?
Anne and Goku destroyed the time machine and took a boat to Australia from Germany. They changed their names and lived new lives, ready to start.
Hang on, isn't Germany landlocked?
Yeah, I know. The two young people, I don't think it's quite landlocked, but still, I don't think you can get a boat to Australia from Germany. The two young people looked into each other's eyes and they kissed, as the Reverend pronounced them man and wife. Finally, it seemed Dan was at peace. Hang on a minute. They have their wedding, they destroy the time machine, take a boat to Australia, change their names, and live new lives, and then the Reverend says something. How they get married and then they change their names? I don't think that's the
We
I
did
don't
it.
think there's logic flaws in the fact that we're doing a...
They copied our idea.
I
How dare
know.
they?
I know, right?